Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the MoneyLine. It's James Delzell and my co-host Matt Vaders. I guess he fell asleep, so it's I'm rolling solo right now. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully, y'all are having a fantastic evening, and if you want to come on aboard and let's chat. But otherwise, I'll just get right into it. Let's talk about the old MVPs today. A couple of exciting baseball hardware getting thrown out. A couple Blue Jays were in the mix, but lo and behold, it was Mr. Shohei Ohtani, the light on here probably, who cleaned up, taking all 30 first place votes. Congratulations for Mr. Shohei Ohtani for taking that down. I was kind of surprised that he got all 30. That was pretty I was pretty confident he was going to win it, but had the hope, had the fingers crossed for Vladdy. I did. For those of you that check the show out, know that I did bet Vladdy to win the MVP in February. Uh, Everybody was counting him out at the end of last year. I stocked up on his cards, and I went all in on him. I watched him at the end of the year last year getting hot. He went through Winter League just crushing the ball, and he stayed hot. He hit around 500 in winter ball, came into spring training, hit around 500 in there, and then had a really solid year. And, minus the freak show that is Shohei Ohtani doing stuff that everybody's saying that we haven't seen since Babe Ruth, but we haven't seen anything like Shohei Ohtani. Babe Ruth wasn't stealing bases. Babe Ruth didn't have the pitching numbers that Ohtani had. As much as I wanted Vladdy to win, he had much better offensive numbers. You can't take it away from Shohei. He was an absolute stud, and congrats to him. All 30 first place votes. So congrats. Had Vladdy and Simeon in there in the mix, but yeah, it's an interesting night. On the other side, in the NL, Mr. Bryce Harper taking it down. That was a big win for him. And on that note, we had yesterday Robbie Ray picking up the AL Cy Young, which was pretty exciting. Fifth time the Blue Jays have won it. Fourth player. Roger Clemens won it twice, the Jays. But really exciting for Robbie Ray. Now, I don't know if any of you watched his interview on Tim and Friends, but did not sound like somebody that was going to be returning to Toronto next year. Those of you that are aware, Robbie Ray and Simeon, actually, the Jays really pulled a couple of rabbits out of their hat there. Simeon and Robbie Ray signing last year for 1 year. Simeon was at 1 year, 18 million. Robbie Ray was quite a bit less, but 1 year betting on themselves. And what a bet that it was for everybody. It's too bad that the Jays couldn't capitalize on it and get into the playoffs and make a good run. But it was really awesome to see those guys this year. And you know what? The team is so young and so good. I know that everybody's talking about losing those two and falling apart. But you know what? There's guys that obviously can't replace those numbers, but the team's so good and young. I think a lot of guys learned a lot. We went half the season without George Springer. There'll be some good guys that'll step up, and I'm excited. I think the Jays are also going to make some big moves. Signed Barrios to a 7-year contract extension. That was pretty exciting. But we'll see what happens. If you saw the Tim and Friends yesterday after Robbie Ray won, and then his interview. He said he's really enjoying free agency, having a lot of fun with it, and loves Toronto and the fans and everything. But him and his family are having fun with free agency, so it didn't sound very promising for him to come back. We'll see what happens. A lot of chat. I'd love to know what your opinion is on this. A lot of chat about him. That might be the best we'll see of Robbie Ray. He was a stud all year long, but he bet on himself. He's going into this free agency with a lot of credentials, a lot to back him with winning the Cy Young, the numbers he put up. He almost swept the Cy Young first place votes as well. So the dude's gonna probably get a 5-year deal somewhere, get paid a lot of money, and it might not be the wisest idea for the Jays to make that signing. You got Vladdy, Bo, Gurriel, these guys on early kind of entry contracts, um, and they're going to be commanding some big bucks soon. There's no reason why Vladdy shouldn't be the highest paid player in baseball in a couple of years. The kid's only 22 years old, youngest to ever win the Hank Aaron Award, youngest All-Star MVP. The numbers he was putting up this year were ridiculous. 22 years old, kid's probably still not going to hit his prime for another 2-3 years. Yeah, I'm gonna have to back the truck up for him, and Bo's going to command a lot of money too. So you're going to have to keep some money for these two young men when the time comes. You signed Springer to a big contract, Barrios, however we want to call him, to a pretty huge contract. So we can't go out and sign everybody to huge deals. A lot of people are like, well, sign Ray for a 1-year deal. It's not going to happen. Unless they offer him something ridiculous, which might not be the worst idea. But I think Robbie Ray is going to go out there and he's going to sign a 4 or 5-year deal somewhere, make his 100 mil. Simeon will do the same. Third in MVP voting today in the AL. Played second. He wants to play short. I don't know. You just hit the record for home runs for a second baseman. Played fantastic. Won a Gold Glove at second base, and maybe he'd be thinking about staying there. I don't know. But anyway, he wants to play short, so we'll see what happens with him. But I'd say the writing is pretty much on the wall that those two are going to go somewhere. I'm going to guess somewhere warm, and get a couple huge contracts, and have a good time. But thank you guys for your service. It was a 1 year of magic. It was a lot of fun this year. And if you decide to go elsewhere, we'll miss you here in Jays Town. But looking forward to an exciting year. The Jays are built to be good for a while, and I think that there's a lot of really good free agents out there this year, and I think we're going to see some exciting stuff come from the old Blue Jay town. That's about it for the Jays that we can talk about. Also, I wanted to talk about, of course, we're going to go from Jays to Leafs, and we'll talk about those hot Toronto Maple Leafs. A couple of weeks ago, we were all wondering what was going on. What's the problem with the Leafs? They're not going to be any good. They're going to miss the playoffs. Every Leaf fan jumping in and off the bandwagon, but they're looking good. Campbell's been looking great. We can have that Campbell-Freddie debate, I think, now. Freddie was looking phenomenal, still is looking phenomenal, but Campbell, man, he's been looking good. He's allowed 1 goal or less in the last, I don't know how many games. He's got 3 shutouts. I guess a 10-2 record now. Dude's good. He's good, man. Check the old tapes. I was saying last year that he was going to take that number 1 spot. He ended up doing it. Freddie had some issues that kind of led to that, but Campbell's the man. He's looking good. So if he can stay healthy, I think the Leafs are in a good spot. Starting to gel, starting to play a little better together. Interesting moves that they made this year, and see how they pan out. A lot of different looks, a lot of interesting players. I like these guys that they brought in, Kasha, Richie, Bunting, like some pretty good guys. Like very obviously not very big names, but I like their style. They play pretty gritty. They're kind of what the Leafs needed. So they just got Kyle Clifford, who we saw a brief stint of a couple of years ago. Last year, I guess it was. He's got potential to be another one of those sandpaper fourth line guys that can really like spark the lineup. So we'll see what happens there. Spezza was the only guy playing good for a while back before the boys got hot. But yeah, they're starting to click now. It's starting to look good. And got to be happy with the Leafs performance. So excited about them. The Toronto Raptors are playing as we speak and they're having a battle against the Utah Jazz. It's at halftime. The Raps have taken a 2-point lead, up 63-61 at half. So we'll keep an eye on that. Like I said, the Leafs beat the Rangers tonight. Big win there, 2-1. Red hot Maple Leafs. Riley got both goals. I didn't realize that. Just taking a peek now. Morgan Riley sniped his second and third of the season. Simmons and Bunting with the assist on the first one, and then Riley on the power play from Matthews and Tavares. So pretty good game there. Jack Campbell stopped 27 of 28 shots. Dude's unreal. Playing fantastic. So good for the Leafs. A little fun in Toronto land with them. And yeah, we got a lot of games underway right now. Wild are up 4-1 on Dallas. St. Louis is up 4-1 on San Jose. And Jets and Oilers are in the second period with no score. Vegas just started. Man, it's a fun time in the sporting world. This is a great time of year. You got the NHL starting to heat up, getting exciting. Baseball obviously just finished a little while ago. And the NBA in full effect. And of course, the NFL, which is what I'm going to talk about next. Because, as we do on the MoneyLine, we talk sports gambling, and the NFL is one of the only things we can look at in a sports betting scenario right now, because a lot of the lines aren't up for tomorrow. So we got some big games. Being a Bills fan, the one I'm looking at is one of the 1 o'clock games where the Bills are taking on the Colts in Buffalo. Buffalo is a 7-point favorite. I will be jumping on that. I know you shouldn't usually bet on your team or in a game that your team's playing in, but I'll be taking Buffalo. The Bills have been good to me. I haven't really put much down on them in the last little while, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling that 7. I'm feeling a big win. I'm feeling Mr. Jake Allen having a monster of a game. So that'll be my check that one off. Take that -7 while you can. I'd imagine you'll see that line at 7.5 or so fairly soon. You got San Francisco in Jacksonville as a San Francisco a 6.5-point favorite. I kind of like the 6.5 there as well, but I'll have to look into these and give you guys some real picks. You can start following us. We're gonna get some picks out on Instagram soon. See what the team's betting on. We're gonna have a lot of fun stuff coming up really soon. Matt and I are going to meet up. Got some great stuff in the works, and very excited to be sharing that with you guys. But we'll keep that on the hush hush for now, and talk more about the football games. What games you like? There's some good ones right now. The lines are opening and not doing a whole lot of moving yet, but I think we'll see some movement in the next couple days. The Chiefs and Cowboys is a good one. Kansas City at home. 2.5-point favorites, pretty good. You kind of expect them to start getting hot and around now. That Super Bowl hangover that was 2 years ago, but they should be in contention for a Super Bowl. I'd imagine they haven't been playing great this year, but I feel like they're going to start heating up. Mr. Mahomes is going to get things rolling. Patty Miracle get his butt going. Dallas has been pretty good, so that could be a good game. I'm leaning towards the Chiefs at home, feeling a big game there. Arizona, who had been just great to start the season, JJ Watt getting hurt kind of put a little damper on things, but they're still 8-2, playing the Seahawks on the road. Again, only a 2.5-point favorite there, liking the Cardinals on that one. Yeah, that's couple of the ones that I like looking at it quickly. Bengals and Raiders should be a good game. Tight one. That'll probably, I'd imagine that'll be a pick 'em by kickoff. And then on the Monday nighter, we've got the Tampa Bay Bucks and the New York Giants. Tampa Bay, huge favorites in that end, as they should be. That'll be a good one to check out. I'll be giving you guys some picks when I spend a bit more time looking at it. I expected to have a good chat here with Mr. Matt Baders. Been a while since we've been on, but he's not here, and I don't think you want to hear me talking about what I think all that much. So you know, it was fun while it lasted. I'll get some picks going for you guys. There's some really good fun games this weekend. It's going to be a blast. We'll try and get another show out soon. Thursday nights at 10 is going to be the regular time. That'll be, as of right now, what we're going to do. Again, like I said, there's going to be some excitement coming up, so we'll see what happens here in the near future. Go Ducks. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Well, backwards. Let's go Ducks. And hopefully we can get a. They've been so hot. I love it. If y'all know me, you know that I'm a huge Anaheim fan. The poster beside me didn't give it away, or if you can see the Duck Stanley Cup fun over here. But they've been playing great. They got a fun game tonight at home against the Carolina Hurricane. Hurricane obviously hot too. This is a big test for the Ducks. They were my play tonight, so we'll see. I love me a home dog all day, so taking the Ducks as an underdog at home tonight. They've been hot, and hopefully they can take it to Mr. Freddie Anderson, who started his career as an Anaheim Duck. So it'll be nice and fun to watch him against Gibson tonight, and we'll see if the Ducks can come out flying. Mr. Getzlaff getting his 1,000th point the same night the Ducks got their 1,000th win the other night, which was really great to see. I was happy that I was watching the game and able to see him get that point. But that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go watch me some Ducks and Hurricane and hope for those home dogs. Let's go. If you guys want to know any picks or have any chats or have any comments or anything, share away. Let's chat. You want to be on the show, let me know. We can have a good time. Need to talk to somebody. So hopefully y'all are having a fantastic evening. Thanks for tuning in, and make your picks count. Let's go. Make some dough.